Hey everybody, today I'm going to review Jurassic World Dominion. We have now entered the 6th installment of the Jurassic Park franchise and the 3rd and final installment of the Jurassic World trilogy. With the two Jurassic World films grossing more than $1 billion at the worldwide box office, the Jurassic Park franchise has finally brought back its popularity. As a matter of fact, the Jurassic World movies became so popular that Universal Studios Hollywood has remodeled Jurassic Park the Ride into Jurassic World the Ride, had a spin-off cartoon called Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous on Netflix, a short film called Battle in the Big Rock, and a 5-minute Jurassic World Dominion prologue that was shown in the IMAX screening of F9, aka Fast and Furious 9, last summer. So I am super excited to see this new Jurassic World film. This is actually the first Jurassic Park movie since the first 3 Jurassic Park films not to be involved with Legendary Pictures, after Universal has ended their partnership with Legendary back in 2019. Originally planned to be released on June 2021, but changed it to June 2022 due to COVID-19 pandemic. I saw it in IMAX 3D and it was fantastic. I don't care what the critics on Rotten Tomatoes say. This is one of the most epic and entertaining movies I had ever seen this year, and the first film I saw in IMAX 3D since Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Now I'm going to tell you why I think this way. The story of this film took place 4 years after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The dinosaurs are now living alongside humans around the world. It starts off where Owen and Claire are now living with Maisie Lockwood as their adopted daughter, and later discovered that Blue the Velociraptor has a baby daughter named Beta. However, that all changed when the people who works at Bowson Genetics, which is a rival company of InGen, has kidnapped both Macy and Beta. So Owen and Claire has decided to go on a quest to rescue Macy and Beta, while at the same time had to meet and team up with Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Edley Sattler, Ian Malcolm, and some new allies to learn of Bowson's true plans and must put an end to this madness once and for all. Similar to Fallen Kingdom, I had mixed feelings on the story of this film. While there are some weird moments, there is, however, some exciting moments, intense moments, frightening moments, funny moments, a few emotional moments, and a surprising twist that goes like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. The special effects in this film are wonderful. Like its predecessors, they used both CGI and practical at the same time. The dinosaurs still looks very realistic, especially on the details of their skins and how they move and behave. While most dinosaurs in this film have reptilian skins, some dinosaurs in this film have feathers. I also love the environments in this film, as well as the designs of the vehicles, the weapons, the scientific technologies, the planes, and the helicopter. The action scenes in this film are very intense and jaw-dropping to watch. I really had a wonderful time seeing the Quetzalcoatlus attack the planes, the motorcycle chase scene, the rescuing scenes, and the dinosaurs fight each other. I will not go into detail, but I will say this: while the dinosaur fight scenes in this film are very fun, brutal, and hardcore, it's not as mind-blowing as that final fight scene in Jurassic World. Now for the actors in this film. Chris Pratt as always did a wonderful job playing Owen Grady. Owen, of course, is Clarice's boyfriend, and in this film, Macy's adopted father, who used to train velociraptors that is good at fighting, driving cars and motorcycles, and used as weapons. He is both smart and brave at the same time. Claire Daring, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, is Owens' girlfriend, and in this film is Macy's adopted mother, who used to be the Jurassic World Park manager and later become the founder of the dinosaur protection group that wanted to help Owen and their allies to go on a rescue mission. Returning from Fallen Kingdom is Macy Lockwood, played by Isabella Sermon, Dr. Henry Wu, played by B.D. Wong, Franklin Webb, played by Justice Smith, Dr. Zaya Rodriguez, played by Daniela Pinda, and Dr. Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum. Macy Lockwood is a girl who was thought to be the granddaughter of Benjamin Lockwood from the last film until it was revealed that she is a human clone, and in this film is the adopted daughter of Owen and Claire. Dr. Henry Wu, of course, is a scientist who clones dinosaurs at both Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, and in this film is now working for Bowson's Genetics. Franklin Webb and Dr. Zia Rodriguez are only in this film for a short time. I feel so great to see Dr. Ian Malcolm coming back, and he had a much larger role in this film, like he did in the first two Jurassic Park films. Coming back from Jurassic World is Barry, played by Amr Sy, who used to work for Owen as an animal trainer and now becomes a French intelligence agent in this film. Returning from Jurassic Park 3 is Dr. Alan Grant, played by Sam Neill, and Dr. Edley Sattler, played by Laura Dern. Wow! It definitely feels great to see those two main characters from the first film finally coming back in this film. Even though they're all old, it really does put a big smile to my face to see Alan Grant, Edley Sattler, and Ian Malcolm reunited together since the first film. It's wonderful to see old generation teaming up with the new generation. Also appearing in this film is Keila Watts, played by DeWanda Wise, and Ramsey Cole, played by Mamadou Atai. Keila Watts is an air pilot who decided to team up with Owen and Claire on a mission to rescue Macy and Beta. Ramsey Cole is the head of communications of Biosyn. Then there's Dr. Lewis Dockson, now played by Campbell Scott, who is from The Exorcism of Emily Rose and the TV show House of Cards. Dr. Lewis Dockson is definitely the real main villain in this film, and he is the CEO of Biosyn Genetics. He is of course the same guy who hired Dennis Nedry to steal the embryos during the events of the first Jurassic Park film. Much like Peter Ludlow from The Lost World Jurassic Park and Eli Mills from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Lewis Dockson is the love-to-hate type of villain. I feel like Campbell Scott is a good replacement for Cameron Thor, because Cameron Thor, who plays Lewis Dockson in the first Jurassic Park film, is in jail now for being a terrible convicted sex offender. Now let's talk about the dinosaurs. I'm very glad to see some of the dinosaurs returning from the previous films, such as Allosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Baryonyx, Brachiosaurus, Carnotaurus, Sinoceratops, Stygimoloch, Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Apatosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Gallimimus, Pteranodon, Compsognathus, Mosasaurus, Dilophosaurus, Dimorphodon, Blue the Velociraptor, and of course, Tyrannosaurus Rex. We are introduced to new dinosaurs like Blues' baby raptor Beta, Atrociraptor, Dimetrodon, Dreadnoughtaurus, Iguanodon, Lestrosaurus, Nasutoceratops, Quasilacoslus, Therizinosaurus, Pyroraptor, and Giganotosaurus. Colin Trevorrow still did a great job directing this film, especially he made this film more action-packed and exciting. The music composed by Michael Giacchino sounds very nostalgic and it feels like a dinosaur movie. So overall, this is a fun and wonderful Jurassic World film. While it's not perfect, I still had a magnificent time seeing this movie. However, I wish that 5-minute prologue should have been still kept in the final cut of the film. Oh well, I do hope we will get the extended cut of the film. Although the first Jurassic Park movie is still and will always be my number one favorite movie of all time, I will say this: I love Jurassic World Dominion more than Jurassic Park 3, and I love it the same way I loved The Lost World Jurassic Park and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Jurassic World for me is still the second best of the Jurassic Park movies. If you're a fan of Jurassic Park, you will have a wonderful time with this film. Also, do yourself a favor and don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes. Just enjoy this film from what it is. So I give this movie 4.5 out of 5 nuclear bombs.